back to Cinema Vino. It's good to have you guys here with us. We got Travis Budd.
Hey, I'm back in the hizzy.
In the house.
In the hizzy.
Sean Jordan.
Hi.
Showjo.
I've been hizzy the whole time.
Exactly.
The medication finally took, so my nose has stopped slurming.
Yep, he's allowed out of his house again, and we're so glad.
No longer shitting slugs.
So did the government have to release you from quarantine, or did you just break out?
I mean, I had 90 days to go, which it was a double long quarantine, but you know.
Shitting Slugs is my favorite emo band at the moment, so look them up on Spotify.
Top song, 90 Days to Go.
Yeah, exactly.
Zombie Slug Shotgun.
Great. So what the hell? Oh yeah, I'm Todd Wofford. It's good to have you guys here with us. We're going to do a one-off. We're going to do a movie that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and one of the earlier movies I remember seeing in the theater was Dick Tracy, 1990. And we're drinking a little beer just because it sounded good. I was shopping around the store and like
doing a little one-off beer.
Yeah, I mean, figure we'll do some one-off beers. We do a lot of wines. We covered a lot of ground with wines, and sometimes it's just like a nice palate cleanser hits the spot. And so we'll do a beer, do something different. This is a pint of the Boulevard Dry Stout Nitro. So it's nitrogen infused stout.
What the hell does that mean? I feel like nitro has been popular. It's been around, nitro coffee, nitro beer.
Yeah,
Milk stouts.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean? So
basically, it is infused with nitrogen in an effort to make it taste like what you get off the tap. Basically, it's like it recreates the flavor of, you're at the bar and the guy pulls a handle, gives you a fresh pint of dry stout. So
then getting a nitro stout from the tap is stupid?
No, but I mean, it's like some people just want that.
Effervescent.
It gives you that bar experience at home, put it that way.
It's evanescence.
Yeah, exactly.
Effervescent.
Speaking of shitting slugs,
they tour together. I think
they do. They're bands that get confused for each other all the time.
Speaking of evanescence, did you Daredevil? Or have you kept?
I haven't watched the episode that came out tonight or
I haven't
yesterday.
Watched any yet.
Oh, you haven't watched any of the new season?
Wait until it gets done. I'll watch it. But I've been doing that a bunch.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Yeah,
it's worth it. Yeah,
I've enjoyed it. So I can spoil it for you if you want me to.
Yeah, I can't believe Vince D'Onofrio fit into that Green Goblin costume.
I know, crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
big man.
And I can't believe Willem Dafoe fit into that big white suit.
It's like David Byrne.
And Danny Trejo, much smoother scrotum than I would have thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he makes a damn fine vulture.
Takes good care of it.
Although I don't see him as an Adrian Toomes. That doesn't fit him very well.
I thought it was bad casting, but anything for Trejo.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But
I don't know. He's too rugged.
Or Morbius. It's Morbin time.
Danny Trejo is Morbius.
Oh, I think you swap Danny Trejo for any Jared Leto part, and it's an upgrade.
Yes,
it's an instant upgrade.
Joker. Yeah.
With Danny Trejo. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Whoever the fuck he was in Tron.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ares.
The Dallas Buyers Club. The whole thing. Yeah. Come Lucha Gusto. Mm-hmm. I'm totes down.
30 Seconds to Mars.
Now that is a band I would follow on tour. So
1990 for Dick Tracy.
Swinging back around. So this came out June 15th, 1990. 36 years ago.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
Yeah, I did too. I believe I saw it more than once.
I believe this came out about 2 months before I was born.
Oh, so that's good for Sean to bring us back down to earth there.
Tying you back down. You guys saw this in theaters, you say?
I did. Yeah, I remember seeing it.
Did it cost a nickel or?
Yeah, you had to look through like the Nickelodeon, like you had to crank the handle to see it like as it moved. Yeah. Like, Dick Tracy. Whatever that voice was. So this came out and received a 66% Rotten Tomatoes. $45 million budget, grossed approximately.
It was a newspaper back then, Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it was. It was. Right by the TV Guide. Total worldwide gross, $162 million.
Oh.
So this won 3 Academy Awards for art direction. None of these are huge surprises. Won Academy Awards for art direction, makeup, and best original song. And was nominated Al Pacino for best supporting actor.
Yeah, so, I'm going to jump in right here. This is a musical. I didn't realize how much.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Back in Business and a couple of the other songs, but then watching it, It's a whole ass musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the songs are written by Stephen Sondheim, who did West Side Story, Sweeney Todd.
So Sondheim did the originals, and then Danny Elfman did the score.
Yeah, which is a great combo.
That's a killer combo.
Yeah, that buys us more points in my score. It's just the music and the score alone are just awesome. So yeah, directed by Warren Beatty, and produced, and then written by Jim Cash and Jack Epps, who wrote Top Gun. So this was cinematography by Vittorio Storaro, who used only 7 colors to film.
Can you name them?
Blue,
Yellow,
red.
Yeah, blue, yellow, red, white, purple, green, and I'm missing one. Black. So yeah, there's 7 colors used, and that's it. Apparently, Disney was terrified of this, that it was going to look bizarre or childlike, and it would put off adult audiences. But then, yeah, it was nominated for art direction, so it paid off.
They took a big swing.
This is based on Chester Gould's comic strip, Depression era comic strip about the square-jawed detective, with Warren Beatty as Dick Tracy, Madonna's Breathless Mahoney, all-star cast, crazy cast in this. A lot of Warren Beatty's friends were in this, so he got a lot of his buddies like Dustin Hoffman and Paul Sorvino, and there's actually 2 cameos that I want to see if you guys can find. We'll talk about this.
Kathy Bates.
Well, that's one of them. There's one more that's hidden in
Is
there.
Kathy Bates the mom?
She's the
stenographer. Yeah.
Which the mom, Tess's mom, was played by Estelle Parsons, who was in with Warren Beatty and Bonnie and Clyde. And as an adult, I put together, it's kind of crazy that Warren Beatty's career got started off with playing one of the famous bank robbers of all time, Clyde Barrow, and then he goes to play like the most famous comic strip lawman of the Depression, Dick Tracy. He kind of occupies both sides of the coin. But yeah, lots of famous people show. Dick Van Dyke shows up in this. James Caan from The Godfather. So you have a reunion between Pacino and James Caan. Yeah, Kathy Bates is as the stenographer.
Mrs. Green.
Yeah. Paul Sorvino plays Lips Manless.
Yeah, I got that this time around, finally. I was like, oh, who is that? And I was like, oh yeah, it's the dude from The Rocketeer and
Goodfellas, yeah. So the cameo I want to throw out there that you may have missed is Catherine O'Hara. Did you spot her anywhere in there?
I think I did.
Just real quick. She didn't have any lines. But she is during the big meeting when Pacino calls all the gangsters together to propose basically a union or, a guild or whatever it is of all the people with him at the head.
I believe the term is a cartel.
A cartel. So you have, I believe it's Pruneface sitting on the left side in the middle. She is sitting next to Pruneface with a long handled cigarette.
And who played Pruneface?
I don't remember that name. I'm sure it's probably somebody.
I looked it up because it bothered me, and then I was like, I'm not going to remember this name.
Pruneface, Pruneface and Flat Top were my favorites as a kid, because I think Wendy's or Burger King had a deal. So I had oddly it's a weird toy for a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are not appealing toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, Dick Tracy had quite the rogues gallery that he fought against. One of the best in the comics. When I was thinking about this, watching it, he is such a bland, or I guess he was in the olden days, such a bland character at the middle of it. You kind of had to have a lot of color around him, a lot of spicy characters to kind of liven things up, because he's kind of boring.
But he had his cool watch.
Yeah.
Which is the only reason I think I got one of these Apple Watches, and I found it wanting.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you can turn it into a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, it's just not as...
It's not fun.
No.
Yeah.
R.G. Armstrong played Pruneface.
What's his face look like without the decical on it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I recognize it.
Yeah. Character actor guy. You see the face and you're like, oh, yeah. I know that guy.
And then another guy.
He was in Predator.
Legendary Broadway performer Mandy Patinkin, also the Inigo Montoya from Princess Bride, plays 88 Keys.
With an unfortunate hairline.
Yeah. But awesome tenor voice.
Yeah, great role.
Yeah. Okay, so Trav, you've seen this, I'm sure, many times.
Yeah, it's been decades since
Same
I've
for
seen
me.
it.
Same for me. What did you think of it when you first saw it? What did you think of it now?
As a kid, I love the bright colors. I love the like now I keep likening my favorite part of this the movie this time around was looking at all the matte painting and like the landscapes and stuff behind, and it reminded me a little bit of Sin City, but also The Crow and Dark City as it pans around, and I'm like it was my favorite thing this go around. I had the toys of Dick Tracy. I loved all the bright colors that they used. And the fact that he had the kid sidekick, because, you know, if you don't get to be Batman, then you can maybe think, well, maybe he'd want a sidekick, a little Robin, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's the self-insert for the kids.
Yeah, exactly. I thought Madonna made me feel like I was climbing the rope in gym class.
Made me feel some feelings.
Yeah. I even had like, I had a toy of Madonna too. Like it came with the whatever. And I was like, I groped that thing like nobody's business.
Point of clarification. This is a rated PG movie, right?
Yeah.
The scene where she comes.
Oh yeah. It's different in HD.
You know where I'm going with this. She comes out behind the changing screen
in negligee,
and it is thin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's revealing.
We're on the same page, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That was. I mean.
Yeah.
It was hard 13.
That's my nickname in high school.
Yeah, and a hard 13. Yeah, that's all I remember about this was the yellow coat, Dick Tracy and Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember the one song that stuck in my head was the Back in Business. This movie, a little long.
Yeah.
It could have been.
It leaves some brevity to be desired.
Yes. Yeah. But again, having seen like Sin City and Dark City and all those, The Crow and stuff like that, you can see where this, I mean, this was 1990?
Mm-hmm.
Batman Returns was what year?
91?
92?
Mm-hmm.
I can see a direct correlation of Michelle Pfeiffer and Madonna. In fact, I think Madonna would have made a great Selena Kyle. That was...
And I think Michelle Pfeiffer would have a really good Breathless.
That's true as well. Yeah, so those were my immediate initial thoughts. As I was watching it and listening to all the music, I was like, holy shit, this is definitely a musical. I mean, it's got like 5 or 6 different songs. They last throughout like the many montages that you get to see. But Warren Beatty as a director, I think, was really good at doing the montages. Like, I don't know if he said, okay, here's a 6-minute song, or here's the little short stories we have to tell in between, or the short clips of showing Big Boy going out of, because you get the 2 major montages I can think of right now are the ones where they have Big Boy's room bugged and they're showing Dick Tracy going through and he's winning all the time. He's capturing all the criminals as they're getting to the place or whatever. And then you have when Dick Tracy's been captured. And then you have the crime spree, the crime montage.
Yeah.
And that's one too many montages, in my opinion.
It?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's another montage in there besides those 2.
I feel like you're supposed to only have one montage that's like the bridge of the film that is showing like yada, 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 getting you from act 2 to act 3.
Or maybe each main character.
I feel like they
montage.
put like a montage in every act. Like they were doing like
bad guy gets a montage, good guy gets a montage. I don't know.
Yeah.
I say some of the Rockies have at least 2 montages.
And don't they have, it was very...
Rockies are mostly montage.
When was the Unforgettables, the Untouchables?
87.
Okay. Because that also had kind of I was getting notes of the Untouchables in this as well.
I got some notes of the Sting as well.
Oh, okay.
Also the look and feel, because they go for that kind of skyline of like the Depression era Chicago with the elevated train going by and, a little bit almost like fantastical, kind of like what it looks like in our mind's eye of 1930s, big city.
Yeah.
So what would you give it? 1 to 10?
6.5.
Yeah. It's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sean, you had not seen this.
I had never seen it. I had never seen Dick Tracy. It was long.
Yeah.
This is what runs just under 2 hours, a little over 2 hours.
It clocks in, I believe, around 105 minutes.
that doesnn't seem right.
We can verify that.
This
It
feels
was an hour
way
and
longer
40
than
something, but yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe it is, but that's a long hour 45. It feels long. I think there are too many montages. I feel like it gives the momentum. Like the montage is supposed to like kind of sweep you up and then deliver you at the kind of ultimate or penultimate kind of part of the film where you're seeing something. Instead, it kind of uses it as just sort of a bridging the story along to the next part of the story. And I feel like you get kind of stuck in some momentum in there.
Yeah.
I feel like it could have been edited differently.
It can be a lazy storytelling device.
Yeah, I think, but like at the same time, the nature of it is very noir. It's very, I mean, this is like quintessential noir. Like this has all the tropes just thrown in, which is a double-edged sword because it's fun and it's stylized. And maybe it's become a little hack at this point or trite, just like it's been done so many times. Maybe in 1990 it wasn't as, but I feel like it was. I feel like noir was a big thing in like the 30s, 40s, 50s.
Noir was, but not in this particular way because classic noir is often black and white, almost always black and white.
And this is stylized. And I think what this movie does the best is the stylized version of the noir, which is like the color, the art, the characters are obviously all like big versions of themselves. I think the character design, the makeup is incredible.
Oh yeah.
I thought Lips was incredible. Big Boy, all of the bad guys were just.
Printface, I think, looks the best.
So, I mean, sidebar, you remember when they revived around the time this came out, on TV, the comics, like the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
And so you got to see the old school 50s Dick Tracy cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
And in that sense, it was interesting for me as a little kid to compare the cartoon to the comic book. And it's like you can kind of see how close those real life actors look like
Well, and I think that's the thing is it's a good adaptation of Dick Tracy, the source material.
Yeah.
But as a standalone movie, it doesn't age well.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that nostalgia to fall back on or like get a refresher when you were a kid when you watched it, I feel like it falls pretty flat.
So what would you give it?
5.
Okay.
See, I can see this also would have been, I would have loved a Batman like this. This reminds me a lot of Batman in the animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah. It very much has like, because Batman the animated series is very Art Deco. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of the same colors. It's very dark. And then you have bright flashes of color or like splashes of just the individual character is the only color on screen.
And you can tell that this influenced that.
Oh, absolutely. Not just the Danny Elfman score, but also like when he crashes through the skylight into the thing, I was like, well, that's a Batman shot.
Yeah. Totally.
But yeah, Breathless. I would have had that toy for sure.
Man, I'm going to look up which one I had.
You didn't keep it? Frame somewhere?
He's got it somewhere.
It might be in the attic. Might be underneath my pillow.
Your parents threw that toy away a long time ago. Mm-hmm. They found it and were like, oh, we needed to nip this in the bud.
What was her name? Breathless?
Mahoney. So, and yeah, like you said, this does have the nostalgia bump for me because I do remember it and how much I enjoyed it as a kid. And sometimes that can be hard to separate out. Yeah. Seeing it now reminds me of seeing it then. So for me, it's a 7.5. And also there's a lot about it. The peripheral parts of it that I enjoy. I love the music. I love Stephen Sondheim's style of songwriting. I love that kind of Broadway, that grand Broadway feel. Love Danny Elfman. This is peak Danny Elfman. Yeah. Fits the character perfectly. Every bit as well as Batman. Oh yeah. I remember that now. Although she looks more like Kim Basinger, I think, in that.
Yeah, that doesn't really give me Madonna vibes.
Is it Basinger?
No.
I think it's Basinger.
Kim Basinger.
It was in a 1-2 pack with Itchy.
Oh.
And I think I was really wanting flat top and print face.
Yeah, you weren't there for Itchy.
Yeah.
No.
So I enjoyed the cinematography, like you say, the color design, and just the overall energy of the movie really captures the character very well and the origin. I think it does a good job of that. So to me, it's a fun movie that is true to the character and influenced a lot that came after. You now looking at it, you can see the movies and TV shows that it inspired.
Well, Dick Tracy is like the prototypical noir detective.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he is the noir detective.
But then filtered through a, G-rated cartoon strip.
Yeah.
So
a very violent PG.
The movie, was a very violent PG. But going back to the cartoon, they did a revival around that time of the comic strip too. I remember it appeared in papers, the Dick Tracy comic strip. So I remember reading it, and that was very much a family-friendly G-rated experience. They sauced it up for 1990 cinema. So if my only real two big quibbles of it are that I don't feel like Warren Beatty was a good choice to play Dick Tracy. Because Dick Tracy is the ultimate, he makes Captain America look like a, I don't know what, like a biker, like a rebel. Because Dick Tracy's so buttoned down a straight arrow, he's the ultimate goody two shoes.
You think Warren Beatty was a little too loose with it?
He was a little too movie star, a little too charming. He brings, to me, it's like Dick Tracy's a very much a straight, almost like the guy from Dragnet, like a very much straight arrow, almost like RoboCop. You're coming with me. We got a place for criminals like you. He catches bad guys and brings them in
beyond reprieve.
Yeah. And so
reproach.
Sure.
Either way, I knew what you meant.
That too.
But yeah, I didn't love him as a choice. I don't know. You almost need somebody who can play somebody like very, very, very straight arrow.
Who would you cast?
It's tough. I mean, I'm thinking like somebody who could play like that, like sharp edge.
Rip Torn.
Powers
Booth.
Like the classic guy. I don't know if you guys know Robert Stack, but the guy from
Unsolved Mystery.
Yeah, but like in his younger days, like could play like very dry. Honestly, Charlton Heston could do it like in his peak.
Charlton Heston.
Somebody who is just like, again, like I say, beyond reproach.
I can't see anybody in that role though, except Warren Beatty.
Yeah.
Since I've had it.
Because that's the only movie we've gotten out of it.
And the other thing is
Chris Evans would be pretty good.
The trope of, as a kid, you always wanted the hero to wind up with like the bad girl that he shouldn't,
the femme fatale.
Yeah. The super good looking one. Then all of a sudden they're like, no, he needs to stay with Tess.
Go home to your wife.
Yeah.
And all that. And you're just like, as a kid, you're just like, how come he didn't want the pretty one? No shade.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
that's a little shade.
That's a little bit.
Well, I mean, Madonna in that negligee, I'm like, hello.
She's bad for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's bad for you.
Well, it's an interesting thing because spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, you skip the next 30 seconds. But the closing action scene at the very end, like basically the button of the film where she dies in Dick Tracy's arm.
And she's the blank, but they call her No Face in the movie.
Yeah. And Dick Tracy and they share a kiss and like a meaningful, like a kiss on the lips. And it's like, and then she dies and he goes out to his lady and they reconcile.
Yeah. Those were the days. It was different times.
Yes.
Different times.
It's like, wow, that's interesting because it's like he technically wants to get back with his, his fiance or whatever, but then
he knew she was dying,
Plus, the last time they talked, he was, he had rebuffed her twice. And the last time he was like, no, I love the other girl. Gal.
It was a pity kiss.
Yeah.
On her deathbed.
Yeah.
They definitely just used the Princess Leia voice from Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loto,
you are free of the carbonite. But yeah.
The carbonite will damage your eyes. It will take you a few hours.
So yeah, Madonna was somebody to me who she was so famous at this point. She's kind of a distraction in the movie. It's like I have this in my notes that she doesn't steal scenes. She stops them. She brings them to a halt when she comes to a scene. It's like, oh my God, it's Madonna. It's like, because it's like if you had a list of the most famous performers in the world at 1990, if she's not number one, she's that high on the list of most famous singers.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. She's on that level.
She another movie called Who's That Girl that I really liked as a kid. And I bought it on DVD years ago and then I never watched it. I haven't come back. I don't even know where it is now. But I was like, I liked it as a kid. Would I like it now? Probably not.
No. But yeah, I'd give it a 7.
Why'd you like it as a kid?
She made me feel like I was climbing everyone in gym class.
Travis a Madonna fan. Long story short.
I know, yeah.
Back in the day.
I think that's what we're taking away from this.
Yeah.
Well, 80s, 90s Madonna.
Yeah. Peak.
2 peaks.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, give this a 7.5. It's got the strong, I mean, honestly, 2 points of that are nostalgia, as you might guess.
Sure.
So, but it's fun to go back and watch it again. I enjoyed it.
If you were to recast this movie today, who would you put in the big 3 roles?
That's tough.
How can you beat Pacino playing all the, like, I don't know.
Pacino is pretty great in that role.
They grabbed all of the old school, like, Godfather and other, like, gangster types to play.
And also Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's also awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mumbles.
Yeah.
Why are we not talking about the penis bear with the water? The water.
Oh, yeah.
With the spout coming out of it.
Yeah.
I'm
Even as
thirsty,
a
Mumbles.
kid, I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, this is raunchy.
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious.
PG.
Mm-hmm.
Rated PG.
Mhm.
Yep.
But what is the significance of the penis bear? And I'm going to keep calling it the penis bear and try to get both of you to also say the phrase penis bear.
Penis bear?
Yeah. But I think my favorite Pacino moment is towards the end when he's got Tess and they're going to like the final action scene. He's got her by the arm and he's like, I'm having a thought. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's just this gibberish. It's like, man, Al Pacino can play funny.
Do you think that was scripted or do you think he improv that?
I don't know. That's probably kind of blurry for Pacino because I mean, you can tell he's having a lot of fun doing that part. It shows.
Cool. When you're having to do like serious roles and you just like, when did he come out?
95.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But I mean, like with most of the stuff he does.
Like that's like his wheelhouse.
Come out. I thought you said, when did he come out? And I was like,
also, yes.
Gay. I was like, like, oh, Heat.
Hoo-ah.
When did Heat?
Greatest.
My favorite part of that is where you think he's about to say something else and he goes, no, I'm going to switch mid.
I think he improv that line.
Yeah.
So, he's got chops. He's got comedic chops.
He does.
He was about to say big ass. And then he was like, no.
Yeah. This movie has some good Pacino screaming in it.
Yeah.
If you want to see Pacino at full volume, this is a good movie to watch.
Yeah. What was it? He did his own in The Untouchables. Where's Elliot Ness? I want him dead. I want his family dead. He did the same thing.
De Niro. You're thinking, yeah.
Well, I know, but that was in Untouchables. But Pacino does the same thing. He was like, I want Tracy dead.
Yeah.
I want him dead. And I was like, they're just winks backwards to other like good gangster films.
He's doing the Al Capone.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been another episode of Cinema Vino. We got the Boulevard Nitro Dry Stout. A lovely, easy drinking pint of dark beer. So look for that wherever you buy your beers. And Great Movies Only Drunker. And we will see you guys next time. We're going to start our dystopian sci-fi series with Planet of the Apes.
Dystopia.
So it should be solid. And we will see you guys next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.